Hello, HWE 100. It is Tuesday, November 30th. This is the last day of November. We are just hitting our second to last week of the class. So you guys are looking at chapter 20 currently. And so we're looking at those latter stages of the life cycle and nutrition and its role in um, and the part that it plays in those later years of life. As we get older and then as we age and what that looks like for us and if our needs are greater or decline. Most likely we see declining needs and thus metabolism slowing and perhaps the problems that comes with and how we work around those. Okay, so I just finished grading chapter 18 and chapter 19 discussions, and sometimes I like to post a video rather than type it. It's a little faster for me. So you get to see me. Lucky you guys. But I just wanted to say thank you for those of you that posted to the discussion the week before Thanksgiving. I know the topic of breastfeeding is maybe not applicable to some of you, and maybe to others it is, and then to others it's uninteresting. So I appreciate those that posted to the breastfeeding discussion. I appreciate those experiences that you shared, especially those that are in a clinical situation where you are have some experience with that. So I know that's kind of a tough topic for ladies and especially those breastfeeding moms out there. So thank you for sharing. I think breastfeeding is important, but as most of you that posted to the discussion said, if not everyone, when it comes to the baby and the mom, really fed is best. And however that happens is really up to mom and baby and what works for them. So thank you for sharing your thoughts there. Fish consumption during pregnancy, that's an interesting topic also. Most likely we don't really think about the mercury content in fish. Really, it just comes front and center when we're looking at pregnancy, and then those heavy metals that are introduced to the baby, when normally we could process it as an adult, but we're growing this fetus inside of us that should not be exposed to that. So makes you think twice about the fish that you eat if you do. And then lastly, BMI measurement in school. So thank you for sharing your thoughts there. I will share one little tidbit of information and then I'll wrap up this video. But I was a nutrition consultant for Jefferson County Head Start. So that's a large district, and the Head Start was quite large in Jefferson County. And we took BMI for all the kids at the Head Start. It was over 400 kids. It was a lot of work, but it was regulated as is the Head Start by the federal government. And they required us to do so to track these kids to see what their BMIs were at that age group. Although time consuming, the information was obviously all kept private, and really what it allowed me to do as the dietitian was then contact parents and say, hey, this is the scenario with your kid if they were overweight or obese, and perhaps I was able to give them some nutrition counseling or some background or ideas and bringing attention to that. So if done correctly, I think it could be a good tool because you may be reaching families that wouldn't otherwise know any different or have access to information that could help them live a healthier lifestyle. I can also see how it could go wrong if information isn't kept private or kids feel shame because of their BMI classification. So as you get older, that certainly is sensitive information and has to be handled a little bit differently. But I think the tool is meant to be a good tool to assess BMI and maybe catch those problems early on. But I see both sides of the story. So thank you guys again for sharing your opinions on each of those topics. It doesn't look like anyone chose the chocolate milk debate, but that's a funny one too. So I hope you have a great week. Again, chapter 20, we are nearing the end of this semester. Congratulations to you all. So hang in there. 2 more weeks and that's it. All right, email me with any questions.